nothing can stop me. Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we not to ride nobody with, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you...
We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
A handoff running left is Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll run with Gibson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
They'll go. It's Gibson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let him know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Jaguars at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Prescott now. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. On the counter, Gibson powers through him. Yeah, this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
But a good play is made on defense. Oftentimes, leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned. All the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop him short of a 1st down.
4th down, Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. To throw is Prescott. The quick slant caught. Touchdown Jaguars. Hunter Henry. His 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. They keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's out to the flat for Akers. Finding space at the 40 and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Now Wilson. Akers back-to-back catches. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Now it's Wilson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And it's Highsmith making a nice play and getting the sack. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. And he's out right at the 25. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Prescott. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he will have a Jaguars first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the first down on 3rd down.
Prescott's throw taken in by Bourne.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll go again with Gibson. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one. And we go to the 2-minute warning. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. They'll try the left side with Gibson. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A give to Gibson running right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. A give running right, Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Antonio Gibson, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Wilson's throw taken in here by Fuller. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing is Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here at their own 23. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Prescott to throw it. Open man is Duvernay. So the completion gets him just a yard. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Will Fuller back deep to return. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Beck. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A give up the middle to Akers. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Schultz hauls in the quick throw. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. That's caught again by Schultz. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. There's Wilson to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. From the 22, Wilson. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. To throw again is Wilson. This is caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. Here's Wilson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Cam Akers, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have got it back to within a score. Gould able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson. Down to the 25. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. This to make it a 2-score game. And Gay knocks this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that's an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. He finds his man, Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 33. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. The man in motion left here, Johnson. Wilson to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. There's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Budda Baker with a pick. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Gibson again. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.